Welcome to the Focus Garage. Today we're going to talk about the Focus SC, give you guys a little update on it. It's currently broken and we're going to attempt to fix it. I'm going to tell you guys what happened. This is an alternator problem. Car has 68,000 miles on it. And while I was driving, and suddenly I lost power steering, electric power steering, radio went off, and then my Cobb AP turned off, and then my radar detector starts saying low voltage. So immediately after that, drove a little bit. I was like, what's going on? Maybe like a loose ground, because that happened before. And then the battery light came on, and then all the other lights came on, and I pulled over, shut the car off to go look at it, and I didn't see any loose battery cables or anything like that, any ground cables. Came back into the car, tried to start it, no power steering, and I'm seeing a bunch of codes in the engine, like all voltage related, so it's obvious that it's electrical, nothing with the engine. I tried to limp it home. I lost all the gauges. No, they're all electronic, so I didn't have any speedo, RPM, or anything like that. Even the little screen was off, and car just died again. It was almost like in limp mode, and then nothing else. So I towed the car over here, look over more, did some investigation, and I found out that the alternator is bad and time to replace it. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to replace the alternator, give you guys a little backstory on it. So let's go take a look at it, what you need to do. And I will have a very useful link down below. It's a Google document with everything you need. It's a shop manual for this Focus SC. So it's going to help me a lot, and I hope it will help you guys a lot too when you're doing your DIY stuff. So let's go take a look at it and see what we're dealing with. First of all, you want to remove the serpentile belt by putting a thing. This is a 15 millimeter, and then just pushing it towards the car to release the tension, and then just take it out. And then the second thing is you got to lift the car up, remove the belly pan, which we're using a plastic one, and it holds up pretty good. And then here's the alternator right there. And then we gotta kind of remove the AC compressor. You have one nut over here and 2 bolts. They go it's kind of hard. They go right here. One of them goes up there, and the other one goes directly there's another spot there directly above it. So you remove this kind of tangling here, and then you tackle, and then don't forget to remove the cable for the compressor, and then you remove the cable for the battery, and then the positive cable, and then you start removing. You gotta remove it with the bracket, or it will not come out. This is the bracket where is attached to the car. So this part is attached to the car, and this part is as well. So these 2 parts is attached to the alternator. So do not remove those. You could, to give yourself a little good clearance over here, but you got to remove these, and then the battery comes out with it. That's what the shop manual says. And also, if you have aftermarket charge pipe like me, you want to remove those as well to get better access. So let's get going, and then the install is going to be reverse, but maybe I can show you guys a little bit more. So I transfer the bracket back to the alternator. So this is another hole for the AC compressor. That's where it connects, and then these 2 are going to be connected to the engine. So we're gonna wiggle it in there and continue So the another bolt that we need to do is this one, and we get to that from the top. So yeah, we're gonna put the belt on and then see how it goes. It's alive! So it took me 4 hours to do it, and I was working long into the night. So this is the next day actually. Just wanted to give you guys a little close up. But so the last step would be the battery management system. You just gotta reset it and tell the computer that everything is fresh. That you can use the force scan, or you can go to the dealer to do this. It's up to you. Dealer will charge you a pretty good amount to do that. And this was a weird, really weird experience, because I never had an alternator died on me, and I always heard stories about the battery light coming out and then the car dying, and then I'm like, yeah, that's alternator, but never like this. This was a totally weird experience. I thought for sure there was like a really like negative cable or a ground somewhere in the wiring harness that I had to hunt down to find it and figure it out. But thank God it was just an alternator, even though it was like a 4-hour job. But I would much rather take that known problem than unknown problem. So drop a comment below. Let us know what you think about it if you have any questions. And you guys can always reach us at Focus Garage at Facebook or Instagram. We're pretty good at responding back. So yeah, thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button, get all the notifications, and like this video please, and kudos to all.